6. So today we're going to take a look at Green 6 from the series Mindgame from the distributor DAMTOYS and Cold Dog, which I've reviewed quite a few DAMTOYS on this channel, and I think I'm going to review even more because their stuff is pretty good. It's like on another level. I don't know why people don't really pay attention to DAMTOYS, but their stuff is really unique. So essentially, this has a lot of lore behind these figures. From what I know, there are 2 figures in total from the series, Mindgames. So instead of me messing up the lore and all that, I'm just going to put it in the description below, and if you guys want to read it, go ahead. But I will give you the footnotes of this universe thing. So basically, in this universe, people like to go into the cyberverse and live out their lives there. So in the real world, their bodies are like deteriorating, they're decaying and all that, but they would rather go into this virtual reality world and live there rather than live in the real world. And essentially there are enforcers and all that who clean up the dead bodies or something. I don't know, it's a whole thing. I'll put the description below. It's interesting, truthfully. Kind of very reminiscent of what we're doing today with VR and all that, people living in their computers rather than living outside in the real world. So when I found this figure, it was a very interesting, situation, because I found this guy on Facebook Marketplace. Now Facebook Marketplace I really stay away from because there are a lot of dickheads on Facebook Marketplace. Because I try to buy it, I try to give my offers, but they never ever reply. And when they do, they just don't give a fuck. They just like whatever. They reply and never reply me back. So I never ever go to Facebook Marketplace, but for some reason I just went on Facebook that day and someone listed this particular figure that day as well. Like when I saw the listing, it was like listed 38 minutes ago. So here's the listing, the picture of the listing here. So as you can see, it's pretty suspicious because it's low grade quality. It looks like it was taken from a phone from 2005. So I DM'd the guy, asked him if it was available and if he could do anything with the price, and lo and behold, like he answered. He said, okay, we can meet up today. So I basically told him let's do it, and then we did it. And then when I met him, apparently he's a subscriber. He watches my stupid fucking videos on YouTube. So the guy's name is Martin. So Martin, if you're watching this, thank you for letting me buy this guy for the same price it was released, because getting him now is like double the price and it's really stupid. So Martin, if you're watching, here's the review for this Green 6 guy. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at him. And here he is, Green 6. He kind of looks like Owen Wilson, truthfully. So let's take a closer look at this guy. And here's Green 6. So this is him. He kind of looks like Owen Wilson, like I said before. Now I did see this guy a while back, and he was sold out everywhere. Like on eBay, he is there, but he's like eBay prices, so I stay away from eBay. But I did see him on what I frequent, my local online store. I did see him, but he was sold out, and that was when I was first getting into like 1/6 scale figures, Hot Toys and all that. So I didn't really pay enough attention back then because I really wanted to get his counterpart. I think 8 something, 8. I don't know, I'll show you a picture here. This guy. So basically he also goes into the virtual world, and I think he cleans up dead bodies, whoever like stays there for too long, and he's like a cleanup crew or something. But yeah, and this is Green 6. Apparently they work together and they help, or they maintain this cyber world somehow. So yeah, this is him. Very, very colorful. Truthfully, the promo pics does make his colors more vibrant. In actuality, his color is a bit dulled down. I don't know if it's because of age or because the way it was stored. I think this is his true colors. You can see there are weathering, so it kind of dampens the vibrancy of his clothing. But yeah, this is him. So with that being said, let's see what he comes with. Chair, headset, backpack, computer, pack of badges, a bird, head wrap, some hoses, wire, another wire, hand, coat. And here's the stuff Green 6 comes with. There are a little more on the side of my table here, but I didn't want to showcase it because it's kind of fiddly to do. He's got some patches and a huge coat, so I'll show you guys that later. So with that being said, let's take a look at his honking VR set here. Sorry about the focus. I'm using a new camera, if you haven't noticed, of the quality. It's a Leica camera. So focusing does take a while for this thing, but let's just bear with it, I guess. So this is his honking VR set you basically put on his head. So you can see all the detail there. I'll try to pan slow. It's very stylized. It has weathering. Colors are nice. It's very janky looking, truthfully. Like he built it himself, which I'm not surprised because the background story of this guy is like some sort of, how do you say, tinkerer. He likes to build stuff. He's very knowledgeable of technology, so I wouldn't be surprised if he built this himself. So as you can see, there is like Velcro in this. So you can focus, yeah. Well, is it focusing? There we go. So this Velcro basically has to Velcro onto his skull cap over here. So you do not want to put this on his bare head. You might scratch the paint on his head sculpt. So you have to always put that on first and then put this on. Sorry about the focus, guys. I'm still getting used to the camera here. So yeah, this is the VR set. Kind of looks like a spaceship. So yeah, this is his VR set. Let's put this over here. Yoink. So next up we have his backpack. This goes on his back. I guess this is some sort of a power supply. A battery on his back. If the camera can wake up. Oof, sorry about the lighting. There we go. So this is his backpack. It does have some Velcro in here, which is supposed to Velcro these hoses over here. That bit. You see that brown bit? It's supposed to go and slot in here, and I don't know. I'll have to figure that out later because I haven't really tinkered with this thing yet. Wow, the focus is horrible on this camera. Wake up, buddy. And has another. This is the Velcro on his, how you say, jacket. So it sticks really well. So once you put it on, it's on. It will not budge. So be careful. Once you're in it, you're in it. I mean, you can take it off, but it's a real bitch to do so. So that's his backpack. Next up, we have his bird. I think his bird is called Ami. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. I'm gonna just hold it here until it wakes up. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. You know what? Let me take a look at the lore behind this bird thing. So, yep, this thing's name is Ami, A-M-I, and this is a bird he saved when because he didn't have friends when growing up. One of those stories. So he befriended the local pigeons or whatever, local animals, and for some reason a fire happened, and that fire kind of destroyed Ami's house. It burned down his bird cage or something, so this bird actually died. But from what I can read is that Green 6 resurrected this bird and they're best friends now. So this guy also helps him in the virtual world somehow. He does have a camera or something on his belly here, if you could see. I can't really, yeah, there we go. This camera is weird. So it's like a one of those old-timey cameras on his belly there. Like a weird pigeon thing. So yeah. Sorry about the focus. You can see his little feety feets. Some plugs. You could see there's artificial wings. Yeah, hopefully this is in focus when I edit this because I don't want to do this again. So this is the bird he comes with. Now the bird does have a plug point here. You can see a hole there. So what you do essentially is on his helmet there is a hole as well. The hole is here. If I could take this and show you guys. I think of focus. Yeah, I see that hole there. So they both have holes, and those holes connect to these wires over here. So these are your there goes one. So basically you have these wires, one's bent and one's straight. So you could do whatever you want with them. You could pose them however you will. So he's supposed to be like flying, so you connect the bird with the helmet with the wire. So I'll show you guys that later. So moving on, we have this computer thingamabob, his little handheld iPad, whatever handheld computer. Come on, please. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Very rustic, very retro looking, very analog-y. I hope you can read what it says. I'm just gonna hold it there. Yeah, this is his little gaming controller, I guess. And the strap is what you call, not nylon, but it's cloth. It's not pleather, so you don't have to worry about that falling apart. So yeah, this is his I guess controller to the virtual world he uses. Who knows? So next up we have his hoses. Nothing really special to brag about. It's just how do you say, wires in a tube that's cloth. It's very malleable, very flexible, so you could, you know, pose this however you wish. So this, I need to figure out where this plugs into, so I'll probably show you guys that later. Then we have his cap, which you have to use when you're putting the headset on. You can see there are Velcro tabs here, so it stays on his head securely. This thing's very secure. If you plug this, if you strap it in, it will not move. So that's his little hat. Then we have his big ass chair, which weighs a ton. This thing is heavy. So I'm going to attempt to show you guys. This is a very honking piece of plastic. So he does have some I guess energy coils on his chair because he plugs into this chair. This chair is like a power source or something. You can see got some hoses. It's a very worn down chair. If you're a gamer, you'd understand gamer chairs. It's pretty gross. Then you got like cotton, or it's inside spilling out. You got plug points there. You got plug points here. You got more like bits from the sofa, the couch coming out because of how ragged it is. Got some, I don't know, tube. Oh, you actually can move these around. So this was probably plugged into some spaceship before Green 6 just took it out and used it for his own personal use, I guess. So that's his big ass chair. This thing is very heavy, and I'm very concerned of putting in a DTOLF case. You know, because if you have this and other figures, that one little glass shelf is going to have a lot of problems. So next up we have his hands. Now he only comes with 2 pairs of hands, but I just want to show you, if I can, please, there we go, how it looks. So they look like, how do you say, gamer controllers, like foot pedals from a guitar. So he had some alterations done to his hands, basically, because, you know, there's no organic resemblance in these. These are purely mechanical, and they can articulate, but you know, they can only articulate like that. It's not 3A like full articulation, full knuckle articulation. So this is what you get. They're basically mirroring each other. So yeah, can I get close-ups with this camera? Can I please get some close-ups? No, this is as close as I can get it. So sorry guys, I'm still learning how to use cameras. So this is his hand. So yeah, very weathered, very mechanical. It takes a very long time for this thing to like readjust its focus, which I'm not really happy with. So there's another accessory. His big green jacket. Let's see if I can focus. So this is reminiscent of one of the 3As I've reviewed. It has a puffy winter jacket. This thing is very puffy, very plasticky. This is the one thing I was very concerned about when I was buying it off of the Seller Martin, because I was very scared this thing will start peeling off and just flaking off, because it's one of those materials, you know, it's plasticky, it will not last long at all. But it's held up very, very nicely. Plus, it's not an old figure at all. It's just 2 years max. But I'm very concerned of the future for this thing. So as you can see, there's a Velcro circular here where you put the backpack on. And as I said before, once it's on, it's on. It's very hard to come off. It will come off, but it takes a little finagling. And you have a little square here, which I'll show you what you put. So yeah, this is his bag. It's very raincoaty material. I'll just frame it like this if you guys can see. Yeah, that's his jacket. Yep. And next up we have some patches. So these are patches you stick on his that square bit on his coat. I can't really hold it individually because it will fall, and I already almost lost one. I almost lost this guy opening up on the packaging, but if you guys could see, they're pretty small but very detailed, very, you know, very stylized, very cartoony, very colorful. So these things you stick on his jacket and he's good to go. Don't know what that says, if anybody can translate, if I'm holding it right. So yeah, these are his patches you put on his jacket. So other things this guy comes with is a sticker of Ami. Let's see if I can focus it just a bit. This thing takes a long time to focus. There we go. So there's a sticker of Ami there. It comes with the patches in the same packet. So this is it. Next up, he does come with an instruction manual here. So as you can see, play with green 6. It does teach you how to use his accessories. So make sure, if I could focus there, make sure he has his hat when you put the VR set so it doesn't scratch the paint. The hose, make sure you attach the brown bit of the hose into the backpack. Then you feed it through his jacket. There are 2 wires. And those wires, as I said before, you could hook onto his headset and, I don't know, do something with the bird. And he says, thanks for watching. So you have this little cute little instruction manual. And lastly, you have this art print of Green 6 himself in a very stylized, mostly I think concept art looking print. So you could see the designer or the artist here, Park, which is the same Park who did Death Gas Station, I believe. Green 6 there. So yeah. And what's interesting to me is there are like 3 more characters to this series. So I'm wondering if they're planning to release 3 more in this series here. Again, apologize for the light. I don't know why this camera darkens every time I show white things. So yeah. So with that being said, let's stick all this junk onto this green boy. And here's Green 6 all loaded up with all his accessories. And as you can see, he is very, very good looking. Look at that. Very stylized, very artistic, very colorful. I wish I could share the lore with you verbally, but again, I'm going to put it in the description below and you guys can read about who he is and what this universe is. Now, he does have some balancing issues, so I had to put my own stand there because the jacket does weigh a bit and it does offset his center of balance. As well, he has got some weaky knees. So if you can see there, I hope the camera is focusing. So you can see the Velcro is, you know, biting on that part of the hose, and you basically, you know, feed the hose through his jacket. And I guess this acts like a power supply for him when he's gaming or when he's in the virtual reality world. So you can see his chair there. And yeah, this is him. This is Green 6 from DAMTOYS Mindgames. So let's do some close-ups. Wait, you know what? Let's put the VR headset on his head. So here's Green 6 with his headset, and yeah, like I said before, when you put his jacket on, his balance does go off a bit, but if he has a helmet on, his balance is completely gone. So you're going to have his own dedicated stand, because that thing does weigh a bit, so there's no way you could have him standing on his own with that thing attached to his head. So this is him. This is Green 6 all kitted up, and you know, this is like, is a very amazing figure. This is something I've never really dealt with, never really delved into basically, but hopefully in the future I can get more of these weird 1/6 scale figures, because truthfully I'm starting to go off of Hot Toys. I'm done with Hot Toys soon. Once the Mandalorian is done, I'm just gonna start collecting these weird fucking 1/6 scale figures, because you know, they're one-offs, they're very unique, and you know, it's just they're very interesting to look at in your display. So that's my plan for next year, is just to basically stop Hot Toys altogether. I'll still buy Hot Toys now and then, but I will not be so gung-ho about it like I was last year. But I need to start researching more about DAMTOYS and other companies doing like 1/6 scale figures, because these things are cool. So with that being said, let's take a closer gander at this boy. And here's Green 6, if I could focus properly. Yeah, that's his face. Kind of looks like Owen Wilson. And this is his bird, Ami, over here. Then you can see the graphics on his shirt, pigeon. He has the thing with birds, I guess. And then, let's see if I can switch this around. So the patches that I showed you before, they're actually stickers. So I thought you put the patches on this Velcro piece over here, the square piece. But apparently not. You basically stick it on the jacket. So I don't really know how long they will last. But I tried to replicate what you saw in the promo pics, the placement of these. Apparently I got one extra, this guy. So you don't really see where you put this. So I basically just put them here. If I could focus. There we go. So those are his patches. That's his shirt. There you guys, game set there. His big ass headpiece VR set, his chair, and his, you know, skull cap, or, you know, hat. So you can see he doesn't really have ears as well. As then another modification he has like ear, how do you call it, ear implants. Yeah, there we go, ear implants, there. Yeah, this camera sucks, sorry guys. Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna use this again, so good to know. So here is Green 6, a close-up. So his backpack does Velcro onto his jacket here. It's very securely tightened there with the Velcro. So you can see the hoses, all that. You just funnel it through, he's good to go. There are his shoes there. You guys want to look at his shoes. Very dilapidated, very used. You can see all the grime he has on his pants. He's got some weathering, grime, and all that. So yeah, this is Green 6. I don't really know how I feel about this review. It seems very choppy because of this new camera, so I'll do what I can on the editing side. So let's stick this guy in the shelf and see how he looks. So this is where I'll stick Green 6 with the gorilla figures I bought from Super Plastic a while back. Now these gorilla figures I bought are starting to, how do you say, bend over and all that. So they're really starting to tip over, which is, you know, pissing me off. But you know what? Green 6 does match the color scheme of this whole shelf, so I'm gonna stick him here in the meanwhile because there's absolutely no more room in my display shelves for this guy, unfortunately. Let's see if I can focus here a bit. Come on. Yeah, well, whatever. So that's my little review over this guy. So Martin, if you're watching, thanks again for letting me buy this guy off of you. Very nice figure, very nice addition to my little humble collection, and I hope to find the other Mindgames figure. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and as always, go get 'em!